In the beginning, the scene shows a man named Kim Yo-han. He is a judicial trainee who is being assigned to spy on someone in the gambling building, who is the owner of the Skin Nation company and also the leader of the biggest gang in the country. The operation is illegal and very high risk, but Kim Yo-han is forced to do it in order to qualify to become a prosecutor. While on a reconnaissance, Kim Yo-han joins the game and wants to get rid of the gambling competitors who are playing with him. In one round, Kim Yo-han managed to win by a very large amount. Therefore, the owner of the gambling shop ordered his workers to cheat Kim Yo-han's table. In his game, Kim Yo-han once noticed his reconnaissance target. Finally, a new game started, and this time the stakes heated up, where everyone started placing quite a lot of bets. Because Kim Yo-han got a pretty good card, so without thinking he placed all his betting money, without knowing that he was being conned by them. And finally, Kim Yo-han had to experience defeat and his money ran out instantly without a penny. Worst of all, Kim Yo-han also almost risked his house's land deed, but luckily his friend, Jae-sun, forbade him and gave Kim Yo-han a loan. After that, Kim Yo-han also met a girl who had been playing gambling with him. The girl's name is Oh Soo-yeon. She offers Kim Yo-han to run away with her, because soon there will be police raiding the place. But Kim Yo-han refused and went back in to continue the gambling game, and unfortunately Kim Yo-han lost track of the targeted person. Because he felt something was wrong, Kim Yo-han then took out his cell phone and recorded all the events. He points out that the game must have been rigged from the start, until suddenly the police raided the gambling house. Everyone scatters to run away, while Kim Yo-han casually gives himself up to be arrested by the police. Several workers and many players have been caught, while the owner and also the chairman have managed to escape. Meanwhile, initially Kim Yo-han was also going to jail, but after finding out that he was an on-duty judicial trainee, he was later released. Kim Yo-han lives with his grandmother in a modest house. His father was also a prosecutor, but he died because he was killed by someone. Then, at that time, a guest came and was going to meet him. The guest was Kim Yo-han's head office, and they were also former partners of Kim Yo-han's father. The two of them were Mok Jin and also Young-guk. They were also the ones who assigned the previous mission to Kim Yo-han. And because Kim Yo-han failed, he was asked to pursue and find out about someone named Lee Tae-gwang, a man who was close to Chairman Yang-jun. At this time, Lee Tae-gwang was in Songju prison, and he also had Chairman Yang-jun's gambling videos, which could be used to incriminate and bring him down. Therefore, Kim Yo-han was assigned to disguise himself in prison and retrieve the video that was kept by Lee Tae-gwang. Because the task was very risky, they gave Kim Yo-han time to think first. In the evening, after returning home from a meeting, Mok Jin is attacked in the parking lot by a mysterious person. But fortunately, he managed to fight the mysterious person, even though he had to get a wound on his hand. Meanwhile, Kim Yo-han was suddenly kidnapped on the side of the road and also held captive in an unknown building. Kim Yo-han's mouth was forced open with his feet and hands tied. Not long after, a man approached him. That man is Jo Hae-do, who is the man who owns the gambling house that Kim Yo-han once messed with. Then he tortured Kim Yo-han and demanded that he pay compensation because his gambling house had been destroyed. Because Jo Hae-do knew where Kim Yo-han lived with his grandmother, he threatened the safety of his grandmother if he did not pay the compensation money. Not only that, he also knew that Kim Yo-han was a participant in the trial, therefore he also threatened to disqualify Kim Yo-han from his position. Then Jo Hae-do tortured Kim Yo-han again before he was released. After the torture, Kim Yo-han went to the chief Young-guk's house with blood. Kim Yo-han told what had happened and Young-guk advised not to take on the task given if he thought it was too risky, because the situation in prison would be more dangerous than what happened to Kim Yo-han at this time. The next day, Kim Yo-han gets a call from his grandmother informing that the supermarket at his house has been attacked by someone. Kim Yo-han rushed to go home and luckily, his grandmother was still fine, but some things in the supermarket got messy. Kim Yo-han was surprised when he saw Jo Hae-do at his house. His grandmother, who doesn't know who Jo Hae-do is, treats him like a guest who has helped her. Before Jo Hae-do left, he threatened Kim Yo-han that he would be tortured again and his grandmother would not survive if Kim Yo-han did not immediately pay the compensation. Then, Kim Yo-han meets Mok Jin and also Young-guk to say that he was resigning from the illegal mission he had been given. The reason is none other than because he is worried about his grandmother's safety, which Jo Hae-do already knows. Mok Jin was very angry at Kim Yo-han's words and said that Kim Yo-han would not be able to become a prosecutor if he did not have the courage. Young-guk also warned them to be careful. Because after the previous plan failed, their colleagues could not be contacted and it was thought that something bad happened. The same thing happened to Mok Jin the night before, but Mok Jin wasn't honest with them, as if nothing had happened. In the evening, Young Guk was actually attacked by a mysterious person. Because of that incident, he died. Everyone was sad, including Kim Yo-han. Then, Mok Jin said that the attack was carried out by the same person, where Mok Jin had a hunch that the attack had been done by someone named Byung-wook. He is a member of the Financial and Tax Crime Investigation Unit. Mok Jin said that his life, Kim Yo-han, and his grandmother were in danger. Therefore, Mok Jin ordered Kim Yo-han to return to take the previous mission so they could solve the problem. And in the end, by force, Kim Yo-han was willing to be a prisoner in order to save his grandmother from danger and avenge the death of the Young Guk. With a different look, Kim Yo-han has to become a convict, while on the other hand, Mok Jin has a guest, and that guest is Byung-wook. Turns out, Byung-wook already knows that Mok Jin has ordered Kim Yo-han to conduct an undercover investigation in prison. Then, Mok Jin frantically went to the police station to destroy evidence from the database regarding the undercover operation they had planned. It also signifies that Kim Yo-han has been removed from the trial contestants. While on the other hand, Kim Yo-han's arrival in prison was greeted by gamblers who played with him before. They looked annoyed at Kim Yo-han because since that incident, they became prisoners and went to jail. Before entering the prison cell room, Kim Yo-han was required to take a series of medical tests to ensure that his body was in good health. Actually, not only Kim Yo-han who went to prison, Jae-sun should also have been arrested for gambling at the time. However, Jae-sun asked Kim Yo-han to admit that at that time he borrowed his car to go to the gambling house. Kim Yo-han agreed to Jae-sun because he promised to save Kim Yo-han if he was out of prison. After that, Kim Yo-han was taken to the cell room, where he was placed together with the yellow label inmates, which means they are criminal convicts. The room is led by someone named Song Du-chol. All the prisoners there obey and respect the orders from Du-chol. Kim Yo-han was asked to introduce himself and finally he was greeted by them. Shortly after, there was info that someone named Jun Soo-oh, one of the people in power in the prison, will check the cell rooms. Sun-oh and the wardens interested in checking Kim Yo-han's room. All inmates were ordered to leave and the wardens would go through their belongings in the room. Sun-oh is dean in that prison, so he is free to do whatever he wants. After that, Kim Yo-han went to the central courtyard to find Lee Tae-gwang, but he didn't find him and instead he was taken by the warden to the kitchen. There, Kim Yo-han meets the gangs of gambling people he has played with. They get orders from their boss, who is none other than Jo Hae-do, to collect Kim Yo-han's debt. Not only that, Kim Yo-han also received compensation so that he had to pay them 1 million won per week, and if Kim Yo-han refused, then his grandmother's supermarket would be robbed by them and his grandmother's safety would be threatened. While on the other hand, it turns out Jo Hae-do is also acting to threaten Kim Yo-han's grandmother. Jo Hae-do wants to take over their homeland deed, because Kim Yo-han is considered to have lost the gamble and put his house on the line. But his grandmother did not believe and there was a big commotion there. Meanwhile, Kim Yo-han is being ganged up on by Jo Hae-do's men for having refused the request. Kim Yo-han had to be battered again in prison, as well as his grandmother who was injured because she was tortured by Jo Hae-do. Luckily, Kim Yo-han was helped by Du-chol, a gang leader in his cell room. After Du-chol found out about Kim Yo-han's debt to Jo Hae-do, he decides to give him a chance by making an offer to Kim Yo-han to win 1 million won in prison. Du-chol reveals that this prison is like a gambling house, he could have gone bankrupt and could have won big. Du-chol will pay all the stakes to play in prison. Not only that, Du-chol will hold Jo Hae-do so as not to disturb Kim Yo-han as well as his grandmother, as long as Kim Yo-han stays by his side and helps him to win gambling. Outside the prison, Mok Jin congratulates Jae-sun who has been ranked first as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Jae-sun is the son of Hong Sang-wook, one of the officials. Mok Jin was then invited to have dinner together by Jae-sundae. There, Mok Jin meets Byung-wook and also Jae-sun's father. It turns out that there is a hidden intention. They invite Mok Jin to join their team because they need a middle-class prosecutor. Not only that, Byung-wook also reminds Mok Jin to keep an eye on Kim Yo-han in prison so he doesn't get out of control. Of course, Mok Jin was very confused, because almost everyone already knew about his plans with Kim Yo-han. On the other hand, So-hyun is currently planning something and looking for someone who can help her. And the person she was currently attracted to was Kim Yo-han. So-hyun looked at Kim Yo-han's educational background, which shows that he is a smart person and always gets an A. Therefore, So-hyun decided to ask him for help. Elsewhere, Kim Yo-han's grandmother still often gets terror from a mysterious person and this time, the grandmother is being chased by a car. Luckily, So-hyun came in time to save Kim Yo-han's grandmother. So-hyun learned that the grandma had never visited Kim Yo-han in prison. Finally, So-hyun connected Kim Yo-han with his grandma by call. In the call, Kim Yo-han was very sad and said that he was fine there. Kim Yo-han also had time to talk with So-yeon, where she asked Kim Yo-han to pay off the debt immediately so that his grandma could be saved. Finally, Kim Yo-han thought Do-chul's words and was willing to accept his offer. Do-chul called Jo Hae-do and asked him not to bother Kim Yo-han's grandmother anymore. Do-chul also promised to introduce him to Lee Tae-gwang if Kim Yo-han successfully completes his mission to become a gambler in prison and succeeds in completing his mission. The dark side of the prison is gambling, where not only prisoners but wardens also gamble. Initially, the chief warden puts Lee Tae-gwang as his henchman to set up a gambling house in the prison. But Sun-oh's arrival makes Lee Tae-gwang invincible. For now, no one knows of his existence. Therefore, Do-chul ordered Kim Yo-han to beat Sun-oh. So, in that dungeon, there are 3 betting leagues. The third league is the lowest league in the locker room, and cigarettes are the capital used for gambling. If he plays well, then the staff will send him to League 2, where they will play the game using money. All the wardens also always watch the gambling, they even sponsor the good players of their choice and share the money with the winners. If a player excels in the second league, then the staff will send him to the first league, and he will meet Sun-oh, who is known as a genius in gambling. In fact, every week, in the first league, they would not be playing against the convicts, but they would be playing with important people from outside the prison. And finally, it was time for Kim Yo-han to gamble for the first time in prison. A warden was surprised because a beginner like him was playing with money from Do-chul. The game started, and easily, Kim Yo-han was able to win his first game. Kim Yo-han thought that he would quickly meet Lee Tae-gwang if he always wins. But his self-confidence made him fooled, and in the end, he lost. Because of his loss, Kim Yo-han had to be punished to clean the bathroom. Day after day passed, and it turned out that Kim Yo-han had a losing streak that made him always have to get punished by Do-chul. While on the other hand, his grandmother went to meet Mok-jin. His grandma wanted to ask Mok-jin to release Kim Yo-han. But unfortunately, Mok-jin could not be found and contacted. Until suddenly, a kid asked grandma to take him home. It turned out that the little boy was a lure, so that the grandma followed the boy, then those mysterious people could kill her. Kim Yo-han himself was also approached by Jo Hae-do's men. As usual, they came to collect Kim Yo-han's debt. But because he couldn't pay, Kim Yo-han was finally taken by them. Do-chul saw the incident, but he doesn't want to help Kim Yo-han, because he has never won even once in a gambling game. Kim Yo-han was again bullied by them, until finally Kim Yo-han tried to escape. But unfortunately, because of this action, he had to stay in solitary confinement. Until suddenly, there was someone from the next cell who wanted to give gambling tips to Kim Yo-han. But Kim Yo-han refused it. Not long after, Kim Yo-han received news that his grandma had died by suicide. But from the evidence that has been collected, Kim Yo-han does not believe that his grandma committed suicide. But Kim Yo-han did not suspect Jo Hae-do, but he is more suspicious of Jae-sun, who has done all of this. Jo Hae-do isn't the type of person who would execute if there was no money in it. In addition, the only people who knew about his house deed were only Jo Hae-do and Jae-sun. When Kim Yo-han meets Jae-sun, he said that back then, when Kim Yo-han carried out the raid operation, Kim Yo-han targeted Jae-sun's uncle, Chairman Yang, and also Jae-sun's father. That's why Jae-sun is taking revenge now. Kim Yo-han, who was provoked, immediately beat Jae-sun under the pouring rain. After that, Mok-jin appears to separate them. Mok-jin asked Jae-sun to go. Kim Yo-han admits that he has nothing left but to continue his official duties. But in fact, Mok-jin had withdrawn from the mission, which immediately made Kim Yo-han even more hurt because he felt abandoned. After returning to prison, Kim Yo-han got up and intended to take revenge on those people related to his grandmother's murder. When Kim Yo-han returned to solitary confinement, he decided to accept an offer from a mysterious person who was in the next room to learn Texas Hold'em poker. Kim Yo-han then learned how to play Hold'em, which was told by a man next door. For 20 days, Kim Yo-han was in the solitary confinement cell. And finally, he was kicked out of there. Now, Kim Yo-han has no family, and only revenge is on his mind. Kim Yo-han had to do anything to gain power. Kim Yo-han then asked for one more chance to Do-chul so that he gave money to him to play gambling again. Kim Yo-han promised to return all the lost money and earn more than that. Finally, Kim Yo-han got his chance again, and this time he got better at his game. Kim Yo-han seemed very calm and focused in the game, so he won many times and got quite a lot of cigarettes. Kim Yo-han has also become a topic of discussion after his big win. Then, Kim Yo-han came to meet Jo Hae-do's men to pay his debt. But he paid with cigarettes from his winnings playing gambling. Unfortunately, they refused, until suddenly Kim Yo-eun also ordered his cellmates to beat up Jo Hae-doo's men by bribing him with 500,000 won. The next day, Do Chul, who was impatient, looked for other ways so that Kim Yo-eun could be closer to Sun-oh. He ordered his men to hurt Kim Yo-eun. The gang member broke Kim Yo-eun's ankle and sent him to the hospital. This is a powerful way for Kim Yo-eun to meet Sun-oh without suspicion, because Sun-oh was in the hospital room now. Since Kim Yo-eun was injured, he could watch and approach Sun-oh. After getting treatment, Kim Yo-eun tried to sneak into the treatment rooms and finally, he found a room where Sun-oh is at. He then entered the room and looked around, but he was caught by Sun-oh's men. They brought Kim Yo-eun forward to Sun-oh. But without fear, Kim Yo-eun asked Sun-oh to let him play in the first league. But out of the blue, Sun-oh breaks the bandage on Kim Yo-eun's leg to make sure that he is really injured. After finding out that Kim Yo-eun was really injured, he challenged Kim Yo-eun to play a game with him, and whoever loses will get a high-voltage electric shock. The game then starts, and each of them has to guess the card they have chosen. Before seeing it, Sun-oh asked Kim Yo-eun's true intentions. However, Sun-oh also saw the lies in Kim Yo-eun. With shaking hands, they get into a fight and both end up getting electrocuted. After that incident, Soo-yeon visited Kim Yo-eun in prison. Kim Yo-eun was quite surprised because the woman who had called earlier turned out to have met him at a gambling house. Soo-yeon offered to help him, and she asked Kim Yo-eun to call her anytime he needed her. Kim Yo-eun then returned to his cell room. There, he was questioned by Do Chul about his meeting with Sun-oh, but Kim Yo-eun did not tell him that he had met Sun-oh. Kim Yo-eun asked Soo-yeon to find out who was the person in the next solitary confinement room yesterday. And because Soo-yeon is a VIP guest, she can ask the warden for help. Finally, Kim Yo-eun found the man who taught him about gambling tricks while he was in solitary confinement. It turned out that he was one of Sun-oh's men and known as the Professor. At first, Kim Yo-eun thought that the man was Lee Tae-gwang, but in fact there is no resemblance. Then, Kim Yo-eun said that he wanted to meet with Lee Tae-gwang, but unfortunately the Professor doesn't know where Lee Tae-gwang was. Then, that man helped Kim Yo-eun to enter the second league by fawning over the security manager who was there. They also met the security manager and made a deal to enter the second league. Kim Yo-eun gave 60% of his winnings and they agreed. Now, Kim Yo-eun sat down with the gamblers of Jo Hae-doo's gang. They play with their own group and fool people with the codes they make. That's why they always win and stay in the second league. In his first match, Kim Yo-eun lost because his mind was disturbed by the sound of the codes they were doing. Then, the next match begins. Suddenly, Sun-oh came and joined them. This time, he didn't play but only mediated. There, Kim Yo-eun felt that his position was not safe. The reason is, from the last incident, Kim Yo-eun had a bad relationship with Sun-oh. The game starts again. Jo Hae-doo's men restart the code with the tap of a coin. Kim Yo-eun, who was bothered, did something similar and suddenly Sun-oh also did so, which left the players speechless. Kim Yo-eun saw Sun-oh and gave him a sign. Kim Yo-eun recalled the signs that the professor had previously taught him. Here, Kim Yo-eun began to realize that he might be the person behind it all, who had taught him when he was in the solitary confinement room through the professor. At first, Kim Yo-eun was quite doubtful about the codes from Sun-oh because Kim Yo-eun was having trouble with Sun-oh. But Kim Yo-eun still followed the game. His opponent went all in, and Kim Yo-eun followed him with a sense of self-doubt. Here, Kim Yo-eun risked his life again. It just depends on Sun-oh. If he won, then Sun-oh would be on his side. And if he loses, it means that Sun-oh is really deceiving him. For the last card, the bald asked Kim Yo-eun to open it immediately. He was already confident that he would win this match. So in this last game, if the card shows ace card, then the bald guy will win. Initially, the bald man was very happy to see that half of his cards were aces, but it turned out that the card that came out was not ace card. In the end, Kim Yo-eun won the game and bankrupted the bald man because he was all in. Kim Yo-eun is also still confused as to why Sun-oh helped him. Then Kim Yo-eun returned to his cell. He didn't tell Do Chul that he had won the game. The next day, he told Do Chul that he had spoken to Sun-oh, yet he didn't disclose the fact that Sun-oh had helped him win the gambling game. Do Chul then ordered Kim Yo-eun went to the hospital to get medicine to treat his leg. This time, Kim Yo-eun found Sun-oh in his room. Kim Yo-eun then asked Sun-oh why is he helping him. Sun-oh told his plan after he got out of prison that he wants to master the gambling business in Korea. Therefore, he needs a man he can trust and he wants Kim Yo-eun to be one of them. Kim Yo-eun then said goodbye to Do Chul because he will move to another cell. Kim Yo-eun now occupies a luxurious cell, just like Sun-oh's cell. Sun-Oh also arranged for Kim Yo-han to meet up with Lee Tae-gwang, the person Kim Yo-han is looking for all this time. It turns out that Lee Tae-gwang is just sitting in a wheelchair and helpless. Rumor has it that he was poisoned until his life was like that. Kim Yo-han was then called by Do Chul because he still owes him. Do Chul asked Kim Yo-han to kill Sun-Oh and his debt will be considered paid off. When Kim Yo-han returned to the cinema, Sun-Oh was called by Do Chul to meet him accompanied by Kim Yo-han. When they met, Do Chul immediately ordered Kim Yo-han to stab Sun-Oh with the knife he had previously given. But Kim Yo-han instead broke the plastic knife and declared war on Do Chul's gang. Kim Yo-han betrays Do Chul because he already knew that Do Chul is about to kill him after his plan to get rid of Sun-Oh succeeds. And in the end, they both get attacked by Do Chul's gang and the fight is unstoppable. Even though they were hit many times, Sun-Oh and Kim Yo-han still stood up. And apparently, they had prepared impassable armor. Then, the wardens came to break up the fight and because of that incident, Do Chul was put in the isolation room. But before that, Sun-Oh and his men tortured him first. After that, Soo-yeon visited Kim Yo-han again and told him that she had planned something to take revenge on Byung-wook. For 20 years, she had also chased Chairman Young-jun, just like Kim Yo-han. Therefore, she asked Kim Yo-han for help in carrying out her revenge plan. Soo-yeon chose Kim Yo-han because they both had the same target. Kim Yo-han also accepted the offer as long as Soo-yeon could help him find his grandmother's killer. Kim Yo-han will do anything to get revenge, but Soo-yeon asked Kim Yo-han to become stronger and take over the prison. Now, Kim Yo-han has become part of Sun-Oh's gang. To improve Kim Yo-han's skills, Sun-Oh taught him several lessons. First, Kim Yo-han was put into a cell whose occupants were Jo Hae-doo's men. There, Kim Yo-han had to fight with all of them, but because Kim Yo-han was not good at fighting, he was attacked repeatedly. Second lesson, Kim Yo-han needs to learn to play card tricks to deceive the players. Sun-Oh took Kim Yo-han to the person named Nam Dae-mon. He is a professional con man. He used to work in a stock company until he became addicted to gambling and embezzled the company's money. Finally, Kim Yo-han was taught how to play card tricks by Nam Dae-mon. Sun-Oh entrusted Kim Yo-han to him because Nam Dae-mon is a gambler in the first league and becomes the number 2 person after Sun-Oh. And for the third lesson, Kim Yo-han had to join as a waiter during a gambling night with elite prisoners and VIP people. In this gambling, there are several players who are convicts, including Nam Dae-mon, who joined together to deceive the people, while the others only serve the guests. The players give token tips to the waiters. Sun-Oh commissioned Kim Yo-han to collect the coins, and Sun-Oh was very satisfied with Kim Yo-han's service which was beyond expectations. Sun-Oh also told Kim Yo-han about his plans, and it made Nam Dae-mon angry because Sun-Oh was considered too open. Even everyone is worried about Sun-Oh's actions, but he doesn't care because he is in power and he has the money. One time, Soo-yeon came back to Kim Yo-han, but this time she came with wounds on her face. Even so, Soo-yeon did not tell what was going on. At the meeting, Soo-yeon found out who was the perpetrator of Kim Yo-han's grandmother's murder. Soo-yeon gave a video showing Mok Jin carrying Kim Yo-han's grandmother in the middle of the grass. Kim Yo-han was very shocked to learn that his grandmother had been killed by Mok Jin. He was devastated, because it turned out that the person he had trusted had betrayed him. Kim Yo-han, who was disappointed, felt that Lee Tae-gwang's video would no longer be able to change anything in his life. Later, Kim Yo-han was also visited by Mok Jin. Because of the information he got from Soo-yeon, Kim Yo-han felt very annoyed with Mok Jin, plus Mok Jin's arrival only asked about Lee Tae-gwang's video, without thinking about Kim Yo-han's own situation. From there, Kim Yo-han explained everything. He revealed that he already knew that Mok Jin had killed his grandmother, because his grandmother demanded that Mok Jin release Kim Yo-han from prison. But Mok Jin did not respond, because he knew that he would not be able to let go of Kim Yo-han because his database had been deleted. Kim Yo-han's anger was mounting, his emotions could not be controlled, and finally Kim Yo-han killed Mok Jin. It was told that in the previous episode, Kim Yo-han had killed Mok Jin. But it turned out that it was just Kim Yo-han's hallucination. Mok Jin then explained that he received a GPS location, where he found the body of Kim Yo-han's grandmother and was ordered to take her to another location. Someone had shot the video on purpose to mislead Kim Yo-han and kill Mok Jin. Basically, Mok Jin was framed by someone who pretended that he had killed Kim Yo-han's grandmother. But Kim Yo-han did not believe Mok Jin's words. Even so, Kim Yo-han had to pretend he believed until he could find the real killer. Kim Yo-han's training in the First League is still going on and he still has to fight with the gang of gamblers again. But in fact, Kim Yo-han was still beaten by them until his face was battered and he was always treated. Sun-Oh told him to fight back, but Kim Yo-han still needed to learn how to fight. At that time, Sun-Oh asked Kim Yo-han for help because Sun-Oh suspected that Nam Dae-mon had bribed people in the First League and hidden the money behind Sun-Oh. According to Sun-Oh, there must be a record of the money. Thus, he wanted Kim Yo-han to find the note. It didn't take long for Kim Yo-han to find the ledger that Sun-Oh wanted. Kim Yo-han tried to sort it out in the staff room, because every book Nam Dae-mon had read will be disposed of in the staff room. But when Kim Yo-han found the note, Nam Dae-mon caught Kim Yo-han and ordered him to return to his cell. Nam Dae-mon then eliminates the ledger. One night, when Kim Yo-han was sleeping, suddenly his face was covered and it was seen that 3 people wanted to hurt him. But suddenly, Kim Yo-han woke up from his sleep as if he woke up from a nightmare. When Kim Yo-han came out, he met the 3 people in his dream. There, Kim Yo-han realized that it was not a dream. Kim Yo-han then returned to practice and Nam Dae-mon gave him medicine to heal his wounds. But suddenly, Kim Yo-han could hardly speak and his eyes became more and more blur. He realized that Nam Dae-mon had poisoned him. Quickly, Kim Yo-han tried to leave, but his body was stiff and couldn't move. Nam Dae-mon then chased after Kim Yo-han and kicked him. Finally, Kim Yo-han had to be treated and the chief warden wanted the doctor to save Kim Yo-han. He then woke up and saw Nam Dae-mon there. Later, Nam Dae-mon explained that the medicine that Kim Yo-han drank was dirty water that had been drunk by rats. He also told Kim Yo-han to return to how he was before, where he did not know Sun-Oh. The scene moves to Soo-yeon, who is looking for evidence at the Inspector Wong's house, an inspector who had died when investigating the death of Kim Yo-han's grandmother. Soo-yeon traced the cell phone with the help of the police, but the culprit managed to escape. One day, Chairman Yang Jun comes to visit the prison to meet Lee Tae-gwang. Yang Jun also already knew that the chief warden poisoned Lee Tae-gwang with a drug and hid him somewhere in this prison. Sun-Oh then appears and apparently, they both have a relationship. It turns out that Sun-Oh used to work with Chairman Yang Jun. But because Sun-Oh had betrayed him, Sun-Oh was punished by being castrated. That was what made Sun-Oh want revenge on Chairman Yang Jun. Back to Soo-yeon, she finally found the little boy who knows the killer of Kim Yo-han's grandmother's death, but the little boy is scared and runs away. He is the only key to finding the killer of Kim Yo-han's grandmother. On the other hand, Mok Jin is still struggling to find someone who recorded him at that time and he traced all the phone numbers. Mok Jin then comes to Byung-wook, who is eating with his staff. There, he tries to call a number that he already suspects, in the hope that the number will be connected, and sure enough the number is fixed on Byung-wook's phone. Mok Jin now knows that Byung-wook was the one who recorded it. Byung-wook also plans to turn Kim Yo-han and Mok Jin against each other. When he was about to leave, Chairman Yang Jun saw Kim Yo-han who was carrying a knife in his hand. Chairman Yang Jun asked if Kim Yo-han was Sun-Oh's man. He then approached Kim Yo-han and tried to take the knife, but he could not prove it. Nam Dae-mon then checked on Kim Yo-han and found a knife and also a recorder belonging to Lee Tae-gwang. Nam Dae then asked about the knife and the recorder. Sun-Oh, who saw that, could not defend Kim Yo-han and finally Kim Yo-han had to bear the punishment of being hanged. Sun-Oh was thinking about something. Apparently, he had made a deal with Yang Jun for a 2-on-2 gambling game. If Sun-Oh lost, he would have to give up in a gambling in this dungeon, and if it was Yang Jun who lost, then he would never come see his dungeon again. Yang Jun was a very experienced player, even more senior than Sun-Oh. Therefore, Sun-Oh needed a partner whose technique Yang Jun couldn't guess. Sun-Oh also helped Kim Yo-han who was being hanged. He then took Kim Yo-han away, but while on the way, Nam Dae-mon and his subordinates came and said that Kim Yo-han's punishment had not ended yet. The security manager also came there, but suddenly Sun-Oh took over the bat and beat Nam Dae-mon down. Sun-Oh continues to torment Nam Dae-mon furiously and he almost dies. The security manager didn't move. Sun-Oh then told Nam Dae-mon's subordinates if he was still the boss there. Then, Sun-Oh told them to take Nam Dae-mon. Sun-Oh started to teach Kim Yo-han several tricks such as stacking, dragging, and stalking to trick the opponents. They only have 3 weeks until the game with Chairman Yang Jun. Kim Yo-han is now starting to learn a lot, but he still seems to be having a hard time. Sun-Oh recounts that when he declared war with Chairman Yang Jun, Sun-Oh actually also learned gambling from him when he was young. But they have a falling out when Sun-Oh gives the wrong code and costs Chairman Yang Jun a big loss. Sun-Oh then challenged Chairman Yang Jun to a one-on-one game. In the end, Sun-Oh lost and couldn't gamble on his cell for a year. He also got a memento from Yang Jun by being emasculated. Kim Yo-han then began to master the tricks that Sun-Oh gave him, and now they were ready for a 2-on-2 game. Sun-Oh then met Nam Dae-mon. Of course Sun-Oh already knows if Nam Dae-mon has embezzled the company's money behind him. Nam Dae-mon also asked whether Kim Yo-han was Sun-oh's successor, but Sun-oh did not respond and immediately left. Chairman Yang Jun then came over. Kim Yo-han, who had learned the tricks, was sitting out for his first match against Yang Jun. At the beginning of the game, Sun-oh told Kim Yo-han to keep playing and see if Yang Jun was using stalking. And sure enough, Yang Jun used the stalking trick and finally Kim Yo-han lost. This was Sun-oh's plan to get him to know Yang Jun's game. The fight continued late into the night and got even more intense when it was time for Kim Yo-han to be a dealer. He was caught by Yang Jun, but Sun-oh also caught Yang Jun's partner first and the game stopped. This time, the two of them threatened each other. Sun-oh ordered Yang Jun's partner to unbutton her sleeves. Apparently, there are 2 cards stored. This is a fraud. Even though they didn't win, Sun-oh threatened Yang Jun to spread this fraud, and of course it would affect Chairman Yang Jun's reputation. In the end, they left from there. 1 month later, Kim Yo-han saw that Sun-oh's cell was empty. It seems that Sun-oh has been released from prison. Kim Yo-han also remembered Sun-oh's words before he left. Long story short, Nam Dae and his men are looking for Kim Yo-han's whereabouts. Knowing that Sun-oh was free, Nam Dae wanted to beat Kim Yo-han immediately. He searched for Kim Yo-han in the chief warden's room, then asked the chief warden where Kim Yo-han is currently. But the chief warden said that now Kim Yo-han was his boss. Nam Dae-mon then found Kim Yo-han and realized that Kim Yo-han is now in a very luxurious cell. They both discussed and Nam Dae-mon told Kim Yo-han to go back the way he was, because none of the players from the first league would follow him. It seems like Nam Dae-mon wanted to be the next boss, but Kim Yo-han told him to call someone and come back to see him. Nam Dae then called that person, and it turned out that he was connected to Mok Jin. Nam Dae asked what his relationship with Kim Yo-han was. Mok Jin explained that he was Kim Yo-han's mentor. Mok Jin also told him not to bother Kim Yo-han because he has a lot of work. Shortly after, Kim Yo-han was called by Nam Dae-mon. It turns out Nam Dae-mon had gathered with his men. It looked like they were going to gang up on Kim Yo-han. But previously, Kim Yo-han had made an agreement with Nam Dae that he would not take a share of what he earned, and that half of the gambling house's income would be given to Nam Dae-mon. Nam Dae-mon accepted the agreement and they all bowed to Kim Yo-han. However, one of Jo Hae-doo's men didn't want to do it and immediately left. On the other hand, Mok Jin already knows that Soo-yeon is a businesswoman. She has deceived many great figures in her guy's bar hostess. Now, Sun-oh is free and Kim Yo-han becomes the dean of the prison to replace Sun-oh. He is determined to rule this prison and will take revenge. Kim Yo-han needed a bigger connection if he wanted things to move faster and be able to get his revenge as soon as possible. To achieve that, Kim Yo-han needed to meet the people in the Sinseon-dong cell, where all the VIP prisoners stayed. Sun-oh once said that there were thousands of year-old pythons hiding in the mud. The security guard told Kim Yo-han that the warden could not enter Sinseon-dong without their invitation, but Kim Yo-han ignored it and tried to trick the chief warden. He almost went inside Sinseon-dong, but Chairman Do meets Kim Yo-han at the entrance. Kim Yo-han thought the old man was just a janitor. But when the chief warden came, Kim Yo-han immediately knew that he was a high ranker and his plan failed. Chairman Do is a former loan shark and he still has influence over major industrialists despite his age. He also knew Soo-yeon but refused her request to let Kim Yo-han come inside Sinseon-dong. When Soo-yeon finished visiting, someone took a picture and sent the photo to Jae Sundae. Kim Yo-han and Soo-yeon still have a long way to go and there will be many people they have to face. Soo-yeon only hoped that Yeonhwa not involved in this case. Yeonhwa is Yang Jun's older brother, who is the real leader of Bukyeonpa gang. The next day, Soo-yeon called Kim Yo-han to report that she had found a child named Minyu. But Soo-yeon can't go there because prosecutor Jae-sun is following her. Kim Yo-han then met the prisoner named Yang Chol, who works in Sinseon-dong. Kim Yo-han suddenly became violent and broke his leg. In the evening, Kim Yo-han was visited by Chairman Do. His arrival was because Kim Yo-han had broken Yang Chol's leg while Yang Chol himself is the messenger of Chairman Do. However, Yang Chol is currently injured. Therefore, Kim Yo-han will replace Yang Chol. Chairman Do reminds him not to act stupid while doing his errands. Chairman Do has given Kim Yo-han documents to send to a location somewhere. Kim Yo-han gets half a day and in that day, he has to complete the duties of Chairman Do and find a kid named Minyu, who can't help him directly because prosecutor Jae-sun is tracking him. But he had sent a police officer to help him with getting the document and while delivering it, he met Jo Hae-doo instead. He tried to hurt Kim Yo-han but a lawyer came and helped Kim Yo-han. He tells him that he is Chairman Do's man. They managed to escape from Jo Hae-doo, thanks to the police officers. When Jo Hae-doo was taken by the police, his men came to save him and they managed to escape. On the other hand, So-yeon came to help Kim Yo-han and also the lawyer. So-yeon told Kim Yo-han to look for Min-yu, because that child was the only witness to his grandmother's death. Kim Yo-han finally found Min-yu, who was hiding at school. But before he took him, Jo Hae-do reappeared. He was able to find Kim Yo-han because of the GPS tracker on Kim Yo-han's body. Jo Hae-do is now chasing the two of them who's hiding in the car park. Min-yu had said that he would help Kim Yo-han, but he had to save his father first. Min-yu's father was a lawyer who had been brought in by So-yeon. Being caught, they ran away. But someone bumped Min-yu to death, and that person turned out to be Yonghwa, Yongjun's older brother. Luckily, So-yeon came and took Kim Yo-han into the car. However, Yonghwa climbed into their car and broke the windshield. Kim Yo-han had invited himself to the so-called Hell Dome, and he did not know what would become of him. They managed to escape, but So-yeon was chased by prosecutor Jae-sun, who knew that Kim Yo-han was in the car. This is very dangerous for Kim Yo-han because if he is known to be outside prison, then his life will be complicated. But when the window pane was opened, it turned out that it was not Kim Yo-han, but a policewoman named Sora, who helped Kim Yo-han. As a result, prosecutor Jae-sun must bear the shame. Kim Yo-han succeeds in returning to jail on time, but Chairman Do is furious with him for causing so much trouble outside. Kim Yo-han tells him that he kept his documents very safe, but Chairman Do is worried that So-yeon will get hurt because of Kim Yo-han. Chairman Do also told Kim Yo-han to forget that he had ever met Chairman Do. This incident will also cause problems for the Yang brothers and Byung-wook because Kim Yo-han is now working for Chairman Do. The Yang's brothers used to be a seller of counterfeit cosmetics, but their fortunes changed and they now manage the casino which was previously run by Chairman Do. They become each other's enemies. The two brothers also put Chairman Do in prison, and to protect the casino, they bought the prosecutor Shin Seon-dong. Meanwhile, Byung-wook is angry that Kim Yo-han works for Chairman Do. Byung-wook also feels that Chairman Do will seek revenge against them. Jae-sun then gave So-yeon a photo who is currently working with Kim Yo-han. Yongjun seems to know So-yeon, and then Byung-wook orders the Yang brothers to sort things out and also orders Jae-sun to clean up the Seongjin prison. Yonghwa has killed Min-ho with his car and he ordered Jo Hae-do, so that he will be caught. But Jo Hae-do rebelled and beat Yonghwa's men then left. Jae-sun was also angry because he couldn't catch Kim Yo-han, and finally he asked many inmates to meet him and testify against Kim Yo-han. All of them refused, but one of the prisoners, the professor, sent a secret letter to Jae-sun, and he asked Jae-sun in return and said that he would destroy Kim Yo-han's life. Jae-sun then storms the Seongjin prison on night of gambling without a warrant and breaks right in. News spread like wildfire in prison. Kim Yo-han, Nam Dae-mun, the chief warden, the security manager, and the other guards started to transfer their goods. Nam Dae and the guards guide the customers to exit safely, while Kim Yo-han burned token gambling cards and other evidence. The guards didn't let Jae-sun and his men in, it would buy Kim Yo-han more time. By the time Jae-sun gets to the civilian office, everything is as clean as ever. Kim Yo-han was also found sleeping in his cell. There's only one way for Jae-sun to make things go his way, and that's to get a new warden assigned to the Seongju prison, which exposes gambling dens and all illegal activities. With the loss of the gambling house, Kim Yo-han was no longer the dean and had no special privileges. No more gambling leagues, and everyone is sent back to their old cell. Kim Yo-han also returned to his old cell, with the gang members who are at war with him. Sun-oh had taught Kim Yo-han how to fight, and when the gang members attacked, Kim Yo-han was able to turn things around. There was a long fight until finally, their leader, Do-chul, died because of his own man. Because of that incident, the new chief warden decided to transfer Kim Yo-han to another prison. But Kim Yo-han said that he's not the killer. For lack of evidence, Do-chul's men slandered Kim Yo-han, so he didn't move and had to accept the consequences. Kim Yo-han then asked for help from Chairman Do. Later, Chairman Do makes him an offer. Kim Yo-han must kill someone after he is released from prison, then Chairman Do will get rid of Jae-sun. Do-chul's death will also be eliminated soon. Kim Yo-han then left without another word. In the evening, Kim Yo-han opened Min-yu's social media page. There, he found a video of Sun-oh taking off his mask. The mask is the same as the mask worn by the killer of Kim Yo-han's grandmother. Kim Yo-han instantly became like a madman, because he had been through a lot with Sun-oh. Kim Yo-han is now trapped in a labyrinth, and the only person who can save him is Chairman Do. Kim Yo-han was then taken to be transferred to another prison because he was thought to have killed Do-chul. Prosecutor Mok Jin couldn't even help Kim Yo-han from being transferred. Kim Yo-han is now being escorted out of Seongju prison, and before getting on the bus, he begged Chairman Do, and in return he will do whatever Chairman Do wants. Luckily, Chairman Do still accepts it. Kim Yo-han didn't get transferred to another prison, but now Kim Yo-han has to do the dirty work, which is to kill someone, and that person is Wukong, Min-Yu's father. Kim Yo-han was already guilty of Min-Yu's death and now he must kill the father. But he had no choice but to agree, and now he understood why Sun-Oh had to do whatever it was. In the past, Sun-Oh was also Chairman Do's subordinate. Chairman Do looks down on his knees before the leader of Xinxiandong because he can't send anyone to carry out its mission to seize back Skin Nation from the Yang brothers, because the prison situation has changed. Therefore he asked the leader to help the person sent by him to be released. Not long after that, Kim Yo-han was released. Kim Yo-han doesn't want to do anything related to Sun-Oh for now, because Chairman Do is tracking him and he has been bugged. As per Chairman Do's orders, Lawyer Ko brings Kim Yo-han to kill Wukong. They caught Wukong and Kim Yo-han had to kill him. After Wukong died, the gambling world fell apart because Wukong held a black fund record. And it's time for Chairman Do to take back his casino from the Yang brothers. Byung-wook and Sung-wook came to meet a woman named Annie. She is the director of Macau Triads, which owns some of the dark funds. The Yang brothers also come there. Hearing that Wukong was dead, Annie scolded them for being incompetent. The death of Wukong will make Macau lose black money from the Skin Nation. Byung-wook seemed to blame the Yang brothers for not managing the Skin Nation properly. Then, there was a fight between Yang-hwa and Byung-wook. The scene shifts to Chairman Do, who looks happy that Kim Yo-han has succeeded in killing Wukong. The next job, Chairman Do sends Kim Yo-han to the Goldman Casino to play some games. Chairman Do said if he orders to win, then must win. And if he orders him to lose, then must lose. Kim Yo-han then meets Su-yeon somewhere. And it turns out, Wukong is also there. The surprising thing is that Kim Yo-han did not kill Wukong, but he saved him instead. Kim Yo-han also apologized for Min-ho's death, because he couldn't save him. Wukong's whereabouts are also known to Lawyer Ko. Kim Yo-han reveals to Lawyer Ko that Chairman Do had planned to kill them both if he regained control of the Skin Nation. Kim Yo-han then asked Lawyer Ko to work together. Wukong told Kim Yo-han about how he was kidnapped and how they escaped. He says a policeman came to save them for the first time and Min-yu was able to escape. Wukong also tried to escape, but he was unable to meet his son. However, they communicate with a secret account. Min-ho has contacted the police officer, Kwon, who died by suicide. This case looks more complicated than what they think. Meanwhile, Chairman Do pleads with Byung-wook and also Sang-wook to team up with him and leave the Yang brothers behind. He also tells them that he will take the Skin Nation from the Yang brothers, and if they help him then Chairman Do will give a big reward. They accepted the offer because previously their relationship with the Yang brothers was also bad. Chairman Do then orders Kim Yo-han to play with the gambling addict who owns shares related to Goldman Casino. Kim Yo-han plays under Mr. Ko's name. Kim Yo-han beat all the players and made them sign a share transfer agreement in the name of Kim Yo-han. Kim Yo-han has won many games and also signed a contract. On the other hand, the Yang brothers wondered why Byung-wook wanted to kill Kim Yo-han so much. There, Yang-hwa also caught Jo Hae-do who had run away from him. Yang-hwa then tortured Jo Hae-do. Later, Yang-jun called Su-yeon to invite her to the destination's lunch. It turns out, Yang-jun has loved Su-yeon for a long time. But as we know, Su-yeon is a woman who is difficult to conquer. While at home, Kim Yo-han remembered Sun-oh, who explained that if he wants to rule and become the #1 person in the casino, then he must master the suite floor over at the casino hotel. There is a VIP suite and only those who were invited were allowed to enter, but it would definitely be difficult to get such an invitation. On the other hand, Yang-jun is seen preparing to launch destination. There, he ordered Kim Woo-sang, who has been released from prison, to do his job, while Kim Yo-han will continue to carry out his duties. When he was about to go home, Kim Yo-han was followed by several men and he realized that he was being targeted. Luckily, Lawyer Ko arrives and gives him a lift to escape. Lawyer Ko tells Kim Yo-han that those people are orders from Mok Jin. So, Mok Jin is currently eyeing Kim Yo-han. The scene changes to show Nam Dae-mon, who has been released from his sentence. He looks lost while playing the lottery. Kim Woo-sang came to Nam Dae-mon and brought him to Yang-jun. There, Yang-jun asked where Kim Yo-han was while handing over money. Nam Dae-mon told everything he knew about Kim Yo-han and accepted the money. Kim Woo-sang then finds Kim Yo-han gambling in a small place and says that Kim Yo-han has been playing a lot lately to make money. Kim Woo-sang gave an invitation to Kim Yo-han to a VIP gambling game that only invitees could play. And of course, there are many big gamblers who participate in the game. Chairman Do had been waiting for this moment, but Kim Yo-han didn't know about it. Sun-Oh had been tipped off on a plan to steal slush funds from VIP Gaming, and it turned out to be Chairman Do's plan. He wants Kim Yo-han to win the Goldman slush fund and bring it to Chairman Do. Kim Yo-han and Sun-Oh meet for the first time after getting out of prison. Kim Yo-han did not say anything about his grandmother's murder, because it was a personal matter. Sun-Oh saluted Kim Yo-han because he could get the VIP invitation, but Yang-hwa was annoyed at his younger brother for inviting Kim Yo-han. The real reason Yang-jun invited Kim Yo-han was to kill him. He also knew that Soo-yeon had helped Kim Yo-han and he didn't like it. Kim Yo-han seemed to have won one game after another and no one seemed to care. Yang-jun had told the players to cooperate with him to destroy Kim Yo-han. Yang-jun strikes up a conversation with Kim Yo-han, but Kim Yo-han provokes him by teasing Soo-yeon, which makes Yang-jun play along with him. There, Kim Yo-han and Soo-yeon pretended not to know each other. Kim Yo-han, who is now very good at gambling, even made Yang-jun lose a large amount. There, Yang-jun looked irritated. The game became tense when Yang-jun started with a bet of 6 billion won. Kim Yo-han looks unsure of his cards, but he continues to play the game. When the card is opened, he wins the game again. Kim Yo-han smiled for tricking Yang-jun. It could be seen from Yang-jun's expression that he was so annoyed that he thought that someone was helping Kim Yo-han. Yang-jun thought that Kim Yo-han couldn't win this much alone and he must have formed an alliance with someone. Yang-jun has already suspected Chairman So and also Chairman Cha, although not sure. It turned out that Kim Yo-han had planned all of this from the start. When Nam Dae-mon revealed information about himself to Chairman Yang-jun previously, Kim Yo-han had also met Chairman Cha and Chairman So to help him take back Goldman Casino from Yang-jun. The game gets intense when Yang-jun bets his VIP room. If Kim Yo-han can win, he will get that VIP room, which is worth 80 billion won. Kim Yo-han agreed, and when the card was about to be opened, Kim Yo-han was seen taking a card out of his sleeve. The story then continues. This time, we flash back to the day before Kim Yo-han played at Goldman VIP. Soo-yeon told Kim Yo-han that she had bribed someone there for 500 million won for Kim Yo-han's victory. Then, Kim Yo-han met Mok Jin. Kim Yo-han finds out that Mok Jin is currently cooperating with Byung-wook and wants to catch Kim Yo-han. Mok Jin reveals that the reason he is working with Byung-wook is because he will be transferred to the High Prosecutor's office in Daejeon. Therefore, he works with Byung-wook to stay at the Seoul Prosecutor's office. Mok Jin also wondered why Byung-wook wanted to catch Kim Yo-han so badly. Then, Kim Yo-han told about the slush fund to Mok Jin, where the Yang brothers have been protected by the NCL prosecutor, Byung-wook, and also Jae Sunday. Kim Yo-han asked Mok Jin to catch Director Jin, and they finally reunited. Kim Yo-han also orders Nam Dae to trick Sun-Oh. Kim Yo-han has now got Mok Jin, Sun-Oh, Chairman Do and also Yang-jun into his game. Back at the gambling table, Kim Yo-han exchanged the cards in his sleeve and finally Kim Yo-han won the game, so he is entitled to the VIP room. The scene shifts to Yang-hwa, who is holding a meeting with Annie and also the Macau leadership regarding the slush funds. Annie finds out that Wukong is still alive and has gone to Japan, but Yang-hwa can't catch him up. Yang-hwa was accompanied by Director Jin, informed about the Goldman Black Fund of 300 billion won. The leader of Macau said that if the flow of money could not stop flowing and if it stopped, then the Yang brothers would die. Meanwhile, Nam Dae and Sun-Oh are about to kidnap Director Jin. Nam Dae-mon is waiting in the car, but Director Jin has been kidnapped first by Mok Jin. Sun-Oh rushes back to the car, but Nam Dae-mon leaves him and waits outside. Nam Dae tells Soo-yeon that Sun-Oh has fallen into their trap. Meanwhile, Yang-jun locked the VIP room and threatened everyone in the room for forming an alliance with Kim Yo-han. Yang-jun also threatened someone over there to reveal the fact, however Soo-yeon pointed a gun at him. Soo-yeon had no other choice but to reveal her true face. Soo-yeon had also shot Yang-jun in the leg and they took Yang-jun to the warehouse. While leaving, Soo-yeon is surrounded by the Buk-yeonpa gang. Luckily, she was saved by Jo Hae-do. It turns out, now Jo Hae-do has an alliance with Kim Yo-han. Jo Hae-do agreed because he was rewarded by becoming the leader of the Buk-yeonpa gang, and previously Jo Hae-do had also been tortured by Yang-hwa. Yang-jun is then rescued by his gang and sees on CCTV that Sun-Oh is also there. He then held a competition, for anyone who can catch Sun-Oh, Kim Yo-han, and Soo-yeon, will be rewarded 100 million won. Meanwhile, Yang-hwa gets word that Director Jin has already caught. Kim Yo-han also has a backup plan and faces the demon Yang-hwa alone. Kim Yo-han applied an ointment to Yang-hwa, and immediately Yang-hwa's body convulsed and became stiff. Meanwhile, Soo-yeon hacks Director Jin's cell phone and copies all data from Goldman Casino. Kim Yo-han also told Soo-yeon to do it without Mok Jin's knowledge. Wukong once said that the way to enter the Goldman Fund account is to enter the ID and password first, and after that they have to enter the facial password. The registered face code is owned by Director Jin and Yang Hua. Because stage 1 and the password were successful, Kim Yo-eun then used Yang Hua's face to access the account. Kim Yo-eun then transferred the money to an account in the name of Min-ho. Meanwhile, Nam-dae also applies the ointment on Sun-oh and leaves when a police officer arrives. The scene shows Kim Yo-eun being chased by the Bukyonpa gang. He manages to escape and take a taxi, but it turns out that the taxi driver is Jae-sun. Jae-sun says that now they're on the same side, because previously the chairman Do already bought the prosecutor Sudong to be on his side. Therefore, Jae-sun intends to help Kim Yo-eun. Then, Kim Yo-eun asked to be dropped off and he met Soo-yeon and Mok Jin. Kim Yo-eun told Mok Jin to bring Director Jin as far as possible and release him. Kim Yo-eun and Soo-yeon will look for Nam Dae-mon in the car. Kim Yo-eun said if he had to catch Sun-oh and took the slush fund. Therefore, he will be assisted by Wukong, who continues to monitor the slush fund. While Sun-oh was taken by the police and given to the Yang brothers. The Yang brothers thought that the Director Jin kidnapped Sun-oh because previously Yang Jun looked at the CCTV and saw Sun-oh was there. Sun-oh was then tortured for not being able to answer, and not long after that Kim Yo-eun came alone. He intended to trade the slush funds with Sun-oh. However, Yang Hua threw a knife at Sun-oh's feet. But Kim Yo-eun still took him and threatened to donate casino funds if they messed up. Kim Yo-eun got into the car and threw the cell phone. Kim Yo-eun then moved Sun-oh into the trunk of Soo-yeon's car and took him. Kim Yo-eun knew that the Yang brothers would definitely come after him because the black money had already been given to the Yang brothers. Soo-yeon asked what if Chairman Do knew that the slush funds had disappeared, but Kim Yo-eun replied that the funds were safe. Wukong, who is an expert on Southeast Asian financial transactions, moved the company account to a personal account with the same name, that is Min-ho. That way, the dark funds would return to Kim Yo-eun. You can see the cell phone that Kim Yo-eun gave to Yang Hua. Immediately the balance became zero and the Yang brothers lost the money. Soo-yeon smiled because of Kim Yo-eun's intelligence, but now Kim Yo-eun wants to hear Sun-oh's confession of his grandmother's death. The next day, Sun-oh with his hands tied watching people become Kim Yo-eun's target. Kim Yo-eun also asked for a direct confession from Sun-oh regarding his grandmother's death, but Sun-oh refused to admit and said Inspector Kwon died because he was killed by Mok Jin. Then Sun-oh intends to commit suicide, but Kim Yo-eun manages to prevent it. Kim Yo-eun later called Chairman Do and said that the slush funds had been secured. Chairman Do thanked Kim Yo-eun for doing his job well, but after that Chairman Do ordered Lawyer Ko to kill Kim Yo-eun. Kim Yo-eun himself then came to visit Chairman Do, but Chairman Do was confused because the shares in his name did not exist in the Skin Nations company. It turned out that Kim Yo-eun had tricked him and changed the name of his shares. Kim Yo-eun also said that from now on, Lawyer Ko will work for him, and what hurts the most is that Chairman Do is fired from Sinseon-dong and replaced by Kim Yo-eun. Then, Kim Yo-eun told Lawyer Ko to take Chairman Do to a place where Sun-oh is also there. Lawyer Ko orders Sun-oh to kill Chairman Do, but he faints while executing him. Yang Jun then came because previously he had been given a location by Lawyer Ko. Yang Jun orders his men to put Sun-oh in the initiator, while Chairman Do will be taken in the trunk car. On the other hand, Yang Hua and his gang came to Kim Yo-eun's apartment, but their Jae-sun was waiting for Yang Hua and was going to arrest him. Previously, Kim Yo-eun had ordered Jae-sun to arrest Yang Hua because he would definitely do anything to hinder Kim Yo-eun's plan. Annie then came to meet Yang Hua in the interrogation room. She said that the people of Macau would be furious that the slush funds had been stolen and the Yang brothers were sacked from the Goldman Casino manager. Annie also kicked Yang Jun out of Casino Goldman. Kim Yo-eun then went to see Annie, and now Kim Yo-eun became the new manager of Goldman Casino. But now, Kim Yo-eun is surrounded by more enemies. Meanwhile, Sun-oh is seen about to be burned by someone. Then, the scene switches to Sang-wook and also the others who are discussing a new problem. The Ministry of Justice has stopped the evacuees because someone informed them of a corrupt prosecutor. Someone who complained about the corrupt prosecutor was Kim Young-wook, from Batch 24 of the Judicial Institute. This creates a big threat to Byung-wook's and Sang-wook's reputation. Byung-wook then meets Annie to collect payment for his services. But Annie said that this time there was no payment for Byung-wook because the Goldman's manager had been replaced by Kim Yo-eun. Kim Yo-eun then discusses with Soo-yeon about his strategy to get revenge against those who have ruined his life. And the first target is Chief Prosecutor Byung-wook. Byung-wook sent Jae-sun to catch Kim Yo-eun and bring him to him. There, Byung-wook asked Kim Yo-eun the reason why he did it this far, and Kim Yo-eun said if he wants revenge against Mok Jin, Here, Kim Yo-han lies and deceives Byung-wook if he chases Mok Jin, but Kim Yo-han is actually targeting Byung-wook. Kim Yo-han also asked Byung-wook to cooperate with him and sent Mok Jin to a far place. Meanwhile, prosecutor Mok Jin had no idea that Kim Yo-han would become the new manager at Goldman Casino. He was afraid that Kim Yo-han would target him after catching Byung-wook. Because of that, Mok Jin kept recordings throughout the casino so he could hear all the conversations and make sure that Kim Yo-han had no plans to target him. But Kim Yo-han knew that he was being spied on and he didn't say anything. For the record, Kim Yo-han has clashed with Soo-yeon, who wanted to kill Byung-wook immediately. But Kim Yo-han wanted to use the law to support him. Mok Jin then visits Byung-wook to give a recording of Kim Yo-han's conversation. But instead he heard that he would be transferred to a remote village far away. Mok Jin gets angry and leaves Byung-wook's office without showing Byung-wook the recording of Kim Yo-han's conversation with Soo-yeon. Again, this was Kim Yo-han's plan because he wanted Mok Jin to stop working with Byung-wook. Kim Yo-han then told Mok Jin to arrest Sinseon-dong people because of the luxurious treatment that VIP prisoners get there. Mok Jin then stormed the Sonju prison, but realized that all the VIP convicts in front of him were not the real Sinseon-dong. Mok Jin doesn't find the leaders of Sinseon-dong, but it turns out that Soo-yeon had told the chief warden that prosecutor Mok Jin would come. Soo-yeon also previously met with the leaders of Sinseon-dong and she says if now she has dumped Kim Yo-han and she wants to be a servant from Sinseon-dong. But this is all a plan made by Kim Yo-han. Kim Yo-han and Soo-yeon seem to be enemies, but actually they are planning something. Soo-yeon has cheated people inside Sinseon-dong by telling them that Kim Yo-han is planning to exposing Byung-wook. Soo-yeon is in alliance with Yang Jun, Chairman Do and also prosecutor Mok Jin. On the other hand, Soo-yeon has now also replaced Kim Yo-han as the person who entered the Sinseon-dong and Mok Jin has replaced Attorney Ko as the representative of Sinseon-dong. Soo-yeon had asked Yang Jun to meet her and Chairman Do suggested accepting the offer. Yang Jun and Chairman Do then came to see Soo-yeon and Mok Jin. Soo-yeon told them that she had betrayed Kim Yo-han and became their confidant and Sinseon-dong replaced Kim Yo-han. Soo-yeon will also take the position of Goldman Casino manager from Kim Yo-han. Yang Jun then helped his older brother, Yang Hwa, to escape from the police and now he has regained his most strength. Yang Hwa then asked Yang Jun who had helped him because he knew that his younger brother did not have enough intelligence to carry out such a risky plan. Yang Hwa was suspicious of Soo-yeon and sent Chairman Do alone for his next meeting with Soo-yeon. There, Soo-yeon tells Chairman Do about Kim Yo-han's plan to bring Byung-wook to court for incitement to murder. But Chairman Do is smart and knows that Soo-yeon and Kim Yo-han are only pretending to have betrayed each other. Chairman Do sends a message to Yang Jun as well as Yang Hwa that Soo-yeon is still in alliance with Kim Yo-han. Because the plan was already known by Chairman Do, Soo-yeon tried to shoot Chairman Do with a gun but she couldn't do that because that would destroy her plans with Kim Yo-han. Chairman Do then took the gun and hurried away. However, when he entered the elevator, Chairman Do immediately went limp and fell. It turns out to be Soo-yeon had coated the gun with a very lethal ointment. Soo-yeon also covers Chairman Do with the ointment. On the other hand, Kim Yo-han met Byung-wook and told him that he was now being kicked out of Sinseon-dong by Soo-yeon. Byung-wook doesn't know what's going on behind him. Kim Yo-han had previously met with the prosecutor Kim Bu-jae who plans to bring down Byung-wook. Meanwhile, Annie is visited by a new woman who will replace her. Annie was also fired from Macau, and this new lady ordered that whoever killed Kim Yo-han would be made the new manager of the casino. Kim Yo-han's life is now in danger as the Yang brothers are determined to get the casino back. Soo-yeon, who previously killed Chairman Do, rushed and took the body and put it in the trunk of the car. Kim Yo-han then revealed Soo-yeon's real identity to Byung-wook. After finishing, Kim Yo-han returned to the casino. But Soo-yeon still hasn't come back. This made Kim Yo-han worried about Soo-yeon. Kim Yo-han was then taken in by the Bukyonpa gang to go somewhere. Kim Yo-han received an emergency message from Soo-yeon. Kim Yo-han then stopped the car and called Soo-yeon on a payphone. Soo-yeon saw a message on Chairman Do's cell phone that read anyone who kills Kim Yo-han will become the next Goldman Casino manager. Soo-yeon told Kim Yo-han to run away from there. All of Kim Yo-han's bodyguards were Jo Hae-do's men, who were now the leaders of the Bukyonpa gang and he had ordered them to kill Kim Yo-han. Kim Yo-han then ran away as far as he could and was picked up by Soo-yeon. On the other side, Jo Hae-do and his gang came to the casino to seize power. Nam Dae-mon, who was there, knew that Jo Hae-do was coming. He rushed to copy the data from the computer to the USB and then erased it. Soo-yeon is scared and confused because she just killed Chairman Do. Chairman Do's cell phone starts ringing and Jo Hae-do guesses that Chairman Do must be with Soo-yeon and Kim Yo-han. Kim Yo-han told him that he would come to the casino and then they could talk. Jo Hae-do has also taken Nam Dae-mon as hostage. Kim Yo-han has arrived at the casino and Jo Hae-do's men are also ready to fight him. Jo Hae-do ordered them to let Kim Yo-han go up, but Nam Dae-mon saw Jo Hae-do order a man to stab Kim Yo-han in the back. Kim Yo-han told Jo Hae-do that Yeonhwa was on his way and would kill him first before he killed Kim Yo-han. The casino lights suddenly went out and Kim Yo-han took advantage of the moment to save Nam Dae-mon. Yeonhwa and Yeongjun went mad and killed all of Jo Hae-do's men. They want their casino back and are willing to do anything for it. After slaughtering all the Bukkyeonpa gang, Yeongjun and Woo Sang went upstairs to beat up Jo Hae-do and also Kim Yo-han. When Yeongjun was about to attack Jo Hae-do, Woo Sang even betrayed Yeongjun and stabbed him. Nam Dae-mon tells Kim Yo-han to catch Yeongjun because only he can stop Yeonhwa from killing Kim Yo-han. Nam Dae-mon also sacrificed his life to save Yeongjun from Woo Sang. Yeonhwa then came and killed Woo Sang very sadistically. Jo Hae-do, who saw it, immediately ran away screaming. Nam Dae-mon then gave the USB draft to Kim Yo-han before he died. Kim Yo-han didn't want to let Nam Dae's death be in vain, so Kim Yo-han promised Yeonhwa to save Yeongjun from death if he let him go. With all the chaos going on at the casino, Byung-wook sends Jae-sun to investigate Soo-yeon at the casino. But finally, Jae-sun died at the hands of Jo Hae-do, who was about to run away. Meanwhile, Soo-yeon orders someone to save Chairman Do's corpse. The massacre at the casino made big news in the country and Kim Yo-han became the most wanted criminal. Prosecutor Kim Woo-jae will voluntarily take on this case. Knowing this, Byung-wook immediately called Kim Woo-jae. Byung-wook tries to find out what's on Kim Woo-jae's mind as he too could get in trouble because of this case. Byung-wook tells him to put Soo-yeon on the most wanted list. Soo-yeon tried to contact Kim Yo-han but there was no answer. Soo-yeon also saw the news that she and Kim Yo-han were being sought by the police. And so, she went to the prosecutor's office to meet Byung-wook. Soo-yeon now reveals her true identity, that she is Lee Hyun-soo, the person whose life was destroyed by Byung-wook. So, Soo-yeon's mother named Anna, was killed for trying to expose Byung-wook's investment shares. In addition, Byung-wook also sold Soo-yeon to a prostitute when she was 16 years old. Soo-yeon then pointed a gun at Byung-wook. Luckily, Kim Yo-han came in time and calmed her down. But now, both of them must be arrested. Before going to the prosecutor's office, Kim Yo-han met with Lee Tae-gwang, which tells the place where the video is hidden. Yeongjun tells Kim Yo-han that Byung-wook has a bigger role in Lee Tae-gwang's video than himself. Now, Kim Yo-han doesn't need to be afraid anymore, because he holds Byung-wook's big secret. A case has been filed against Byung-wook. Prosecutor Kim Woo-jae calls him to meet Kim Yo-han and Soo-yeon at the casino. Byung-wook thinks that they want to settle down, but when he gets to the casino, Mok-jin is also there and they all look as if they have won the lawsuit. Kim Yo-han reveals to Byung-wook that he finally wields the sword of law that will kill him. Byung-wook thinks that Mok-jin was on his side, but it turned out that he betrayed him at the last moment. Before this, Kim Yo-han also made Yeonhwa testify to all of Byung-wook's crimes. Yeonhwa said if Byung-wook told him to kill someone and Yeonhwa ordered Chairman Do. Then, Chairman Do orders one of the prisoners to execute people who must be killed, according to Byung-wook's initial order. But Byung-wook also sometimes told Chairman Do directly without going through Yeonhwa. For example, that case was the murder of Kim Yo-han's grandmother. Kim Yo-han also wanted to present strong evidence, a video from Lee Tae-gwang. In the video, Byung-wook and Annie discuss massive corruption. Byung-wook warned Kim Yo-han that Annie would kill him if she found out that Kim Yo-han had a video of them. However, Byung-wook did not know that Annie now does not have any powers. It's Mrs. Lam, who previously wanted to kill Kim Yo-han, had now become an alliance and brought Annie before him. It turns out that previously, Kim Yo-han had an alliance with Mrs. Lam and told her about Lee Tae-gwang's video. Mrs. Lam then kills Annie in front of Byung-wook and asks him to confess all his crimes or he too would be killed. Byung-wook is now trapped from all sides and everyone has abandoned him. Prosecutor Sang-wook also removed Byung-wook from their alliance due to the death of his son. Jae-sun dies because of Byung-wook's actions, who once told him to investigate Soo-yeon. Byung-wook was desperate and thought of ending his life, but Kim Yo-han provoked him to keep fighting and suffering as Kim Yo-han had been through. Kim Yo-han also mentioned about Byung-wook's family, that his family name would be forever tarnished and would have nowhere to go. After destroying his wife's company, Byung-wook had no choice but to confess all in court. He admits all his mistakes and apologizes to the victims. One of them is Anna, the victim of a trap and murdered by Byung-wook. Another victim is Soo-yeon, whom he once sold to a prostitute when she was 16 years old, and then Kim Yo-han's grandmother, who was killed by Byung-wook's henchmen. Kim Yo-han then shows Byung-wook's video, which is the strongest evidence. he promises in front of the judge to tell everything about the deep world of crime as a person who has experienced it himself. Byung-wook officially became a suspect and was eventually arrested. Kim Yo-eun now targets prosecutor Mok Jin and remembers Sun Oh's words that Inspector Kwon was killed by Mok Jin. Kim Yo-han then met Mok Jin and talked with him. The scene switches to when Byung-wook is about to be imprisoned. He was kidnapped by Jo Hae-do and taken somewhere. But suddenly, Soo-yeon came to kill Jo Hae-do and his men. Apparently, Soo-yeon is not willing if Byung-wook gets punished by only being in prison. She shoots Byung-wook in both legs and tortures him with an injection of poison that will mess him up mentally. When he finished talking with Kim Yo-eun, Mok Jin got a promotion and was transferred to the Corruption Eradication Commission. It turns out that Mok Jin got the promotion with the help of Sinseon Dong, and he also told Woo Sang to betray and kill Yang Jun. The scene switches to Kim Yo-eun when he sees someone wearing the same clothes and mask as Jae-sun, and Kim Yo-eun is kidnapped. Meanwhile, Soo-yeon has surrendered herself to the prison and is seen entering the cell room. Mok Jin then got a message from someone saying he would get rid of Kim Yo-eun and also Soo-yeon. But suddenly, Yeon-hwa came at him and made Mok Jin tremble. Back to Kim Yo-han. When Kim Yo-eun opened his eyes, he saw a young man who introduced himself as Lem Woo-so from the National Intelligence Service. It turns out he was aiming for Mrs. Lam, and now Kim Yo-eun are the only ones who can reach her. Kim Yo-eun realized that even though he had left the Goldman chair, as long as it was empty, it would continue to rotate and continue to head towards him. And then the movie is over.